Hi everyone, it's Karen. I'm back with my second design team project for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And what I created for my project this time was a reusable notebook cover for a composition notebook. So this could easily be a notebook that you use for daily writing in, or it could be one that you use as journaling. But then when you get to the end of it, at least you could reuse this beautiful cover. And I made it, the fabric is that beautiful twill fabric that was in my design team package and that you saw some of the dresses from the angels made with it. And so that's the base for this beautiful cover. And then in my design team package, I had this gorgeous doily that she had sent me, and I just couldn't cut it. I just couldn't, which is unusual for me because usually I can find ways to cut up anything. But once I laid it over top this fabric, even though it was mostly a burgundy kind of flower and pink, and this is more, red with a tan color, and then I started adding more colors in with it and adding more burgundy. I just pulled all together, and I am really pleased with the way it turned out. So this gorgeous doily, say that fast 3 times, is in its entirety on this notebook cover. And then I had the knotted lace in my design team package, and I used that down the side here. And then this is another lace that was in my design team package, and it did have an edge on it, and I just tore it off because just like when you're doing paper crafting, sometimes with lace, I just like the look of the torn lace as opposed to that really defined line on the lace. So it's a little less noticeable down here because I have a flower in that, but up here you can see this gorgeous lace. And it's a beautiful sort of, it's hard color to actually describe. It matches more with the background on this fabric because it's a deeper sort of beige color, but it's not a coffee color. It's lighter than that. And then at the very top, peeking out, is part of that double lace that I received in my design team package. And then at the bottom, I used some of the other part of that double lace. And I had mentioned in my design team package that you could use it, as it was in a double like that, or you could take it apart and use it as 2 single pieces. And then I had a little bit of this trim left from last month's design team package, and I had made flowers out of it, and I made one more. I made this flower and I tucked it away because I knew I would want it again for some part of a flower. And this one I added some burgundy ribbon, and I just folded these into little points and added those in. And then a little piece of this lace, I cut out a little flower out of this lace and used that just underneath the gorgeous cabochon from her shop. And then I added one of my little beaded butterflies on the corner there. And then I chose this image because I don't know why, but even though I know this fabric and this image to me probably don't go together, but somehow when I put it together, I loved it. And she's of course Bohemian, and she's from some digital papers from Medieval Mirage, and I absolutely just loved it when I put it on here. I love the contrast of the blue with the burgundy and the red. And I added a couple little burgundy bows. I edged the whole edge of this image. I'm just gonna bring the camera in there. And so I edged the image with bits of the lace from my design team package. So not this one, but one of the others that I had in my design team package. There's a flower from it, and there's a little piece of that one actually, and then a little piece again with this one. And then just underneath this flower, I had a doily still from one of the doily packs Kim had sent me, and I tucked that just underneath. I didn't put it directly under the flower because it was completely hidden, but just off to the side so that you could still see a bit of that doily, and it adds another level of interest there. On the back, I did the lace across the top, and here the same. Of course, you see the back of that pretty doily and the same lace on the bottom. And here I tucked another digital from Medieval Mirage with this lady, and her dress has got more burgundy on it with a bit of pink roses. and another one of those little burgundy bows. And again, she's edged with that beautiful trim, the double trim that I had in my design team package from AngeldreamCraftsKim. So everything except the little burgundy bows and the butterfly, oh, and this burgundy ribbon, are from Kim's shop. And then this were from my stash. I had this little bit of this burgundy bead trim, and I had this tiny little piece left on my desk from some Christmas decorations that I had made. And if you saw my video on my Christmas decorations, you saw that I had used it. And I just loved it on here, and I had to have it put on here. So I teamed it up with a little bit of burgundy ribbon and added it just there on the bottom of the page. And I really think it's pretty, and of course adds movement, and I really love that. I'm going to move the camera back out. I'm just going to quickly show you the inside because it is a reusable cover. I want you to see it has a beautiful big pocket on the front and the back. And I finished off the edge of the pocket with a bit of that lace from the double trim. This was the top layer, and it's the same one that I put at the top here. And then the bottom, of course, I finished with the other part of that lace all the way across to this side. And I just snipped it where the book slides in, and then it just runs up behind here. So it's beautifully finished inside and out, and it's very sturdy, nice heavy fabric, of course. So it's going to stand up to lots of use. I just added a few, I'll just do a quick little flip here. I added some little details with using the Medieval Mirage papers and some roses I had in my stash and some pieces of the lace from Kim's shop. And I just added a few little decorative things on some of the pages throughout the journal, just to add a little bit of interest to this journal. And these are all tuck spots as well along the edge of the page. So if you had something you needed to tuck in while you were doing your journaling, and of course these big pockets on the back would work well for tucking in anything as well. So that is my design team project for the second one for the month of December, and the last one for 2022. And I, of course, absolutely love designing for Kim. And I plan to continue in the new year and have a new package of goodies on their way to me, so I'll be putting together projects and hoping to continue to inspire, to doing some tutorials, to showing some techniques I use. And of course, if at any time you ever have any questions or want me to show something, please put it in the comments below, because I will be happy to do that. Please check out the other designers for AngeldreamCraftsKim. I will have them in the description box below. Talented group of ladies that are really inspiring, and I know that you will love going over and looking what they are creating, and you will see more up close and exactly the beautiful things that Kim has in the shop and how you can use them in your projects. Being that this is my last design team video for 2022, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, happy holidays, have fun doing whatever you do over this time of the year, and a very, very happy new year. I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.